everybody, Doc here at Real Talk Glock for episode 3. And as you can tell, I am wearing sweatpants because I am at home. And I do have black socks on and a hat. And I'll explain why soon. So I'm here at home right now and it's 21:55. And thank you to the lovely Yvonne, my wife, and other half for filming this. A couple days ago, somebody asked me and said, hey, with your life, do you practice dry fire? And dry fire is one of the most important key parts of training that you can do. And all of us, maybe some of us, but most of us know what dry fire is. And let me show you. Okay, so right here we have my handy dandy, trusted Glock 20. And as you can all agree, this gun has no magazine and it is unloaded and trigger is depressed. Now that motion that I just made is called dry firing, okay? Oh, sorry, that was my washer. And as you can see up here, I have my silhouette target that hangs on our wall. And it's there because occasionally I like to spend 5, 10, 15 minutes a day dry firing. Now, this weapon is equipped with an optic, and I really think that the key to, for me, especially getting way better with the red dot has been dry fire drills. Sometimes I do them for an hour a night, sometimes I do them for 15 minutes a night, but nonetheless, I do take the time every day to do them. So everybody can search anywhere and find some good drills. I'm gonna show you some basic ones that I do from home, okay? So I always like to plant a couple yards back from my targets, okay? And I do that, I don't really know why I only do a couple yards. Maybe I should try doing like all the way at the end of the hallway, I don't know. But essentially for me, what I do is I start by putting myself in my best position right here at the low ready, okay? And I get myself up, I capture the dot, I come back down. I get myself up, I capture the dot, I come back down. I get myself up, I capture the dot, and then I pull the trigger. Now, with my dry firing, because I am left-handed, I always shoot low left with a Glock. Well, I used to always shoot low left with a Glock, and that was because I was doing the dreaded, anticipated trigger pull, okay? So I spent a lot of time with 2 fingers just up on my gun, practicing my trigger pull, okay? That's given me a lot of sturdiness and dexterity and a lot of dealing with that emotional anxiety of pulling the trigger and dropping to the left. I don't know that's emotional anxiety, but nonetheless, I do a lot of quick drills, constantly coming back up, constantly coming back up, looking through the optic to the target, center max. Now, you can do this a few ways. Obviously, I'm in a pair of sweatpants, so I don't have my appendix holster on. But you can also do draw position. So start, come up, dot on. 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 Okay, and you get the picture. Now there's other ways with my house that we can adapt to this. Like I have this perfectly awesome kitchen island here. So there's times where I will plant myself in a situation to where I'm down low, dry fire. Down low, sight on, dry fire. Down low, sight on, dry fire. And I just keep repeating this motion, and I put myself through plausible scenarios that I would have to deal with in the house, okay? What happens if I'm in my laundry room and a bear, of all things, is at my door? I'm sitting here doing the laundry, I'm pulling things out of the washer, and I come out, and there's a giant bear. Giant bear is dead. Obviously, there's probably not gonna be a giant bear in my house in Phoenix, but I don't know, you never know. But real life though, let's say that I'm in my laundry room, and I'm sitting here and I hear the glass break. Immediately pull out, come across, and I'm not gonna muzzle my wife, and I'm gonna come up, sight picture on, trigger pulled, okay? Running those kind of drills in your house are super important. A lot of us, we own guns for home defense. So you have to put yourself in those scenarios, okay? Let's say that I'm coming in through the garage. Now wait for me to come through the garage, okay? This is like real stuff here. Honey, I'm home. Oh my God, there's a coyote. Weapon up, sight up, trigger pulled. It's Probably not going to be a coyote in my house either. But, you know, anyways, that's the gist of it. Dry firing is a huge key component of weapon ownership. It is something that you should always do. It is something that please practice with. There is tons of videos on YouTube, and look at this real quick. Come on. This target is perfect for this, okay? It's a perfect silhouette design. It's got the guy that's reaching into the thing and the guy with the angry hand. I don't know why he's standing there with his hand like this. Apparently the target people think that's legit. He has no face, but he has a hood on, and he kind of looks like Abe Lincoln. His hair looks like the guy on the penny. I don't know, whatever. Cost me like $1.50. So I don't run any like Mantis training systems. I'm not saying that they're bad. I don't need to spend $300 on a laser system. So I go back old school. Now you can also, if you want to, which is a great thing to do, run this with your SBR. Because why would Real Talk Glock be Real Talk Glock without a FM Productions 5.56 SBR, front loaded, ripped off the side? This weapon has no magazine. There is no gun, there's no bullet in the action. God dang it. Now, when it comes to this weapon specifically, I'm not going to dry fire this. I'm not a fan of dry firing my ARs, but there is something that I'm going to do, and that's going to be work the safety to the fire, okay? Fire to safety, safety to fire, and I'm going to work that action, okay? I do have a simple red dot on this weapon. I think I have a dead red dot on this weapon. Oh, no, I don't. It's just green. So, as you guys can see, this is like perfect for a truck gun. This is perfect for a backpack gun. If I'm going hiking, if I'm going to the lake, or if I'm simply just going to work, I typically have this in my truck. It is a collapsible stock that folds in. It's just been a banger of a weapon. I do not run this gun suppressed. A suppressor would add another 6 to 8 inches. And I don't know. I don't run it suppressed. So you can run great dry fire drills, okay? Simply just work in your actions, right? So we're on safe right now. We have fire above. So let's say that we're in the safe mode, okay? We come out and there's a barracuda and a chupacabra out here. Bam, right to fire, okay? Weapon fired, weapon on safe, back up. Now I do have a sling mount on the back. I do run a single point sling. But let's say that I'm coming home, all right? I'm just minding my business and I'm walking through the hallway and bam, we got a barracuda there, okay? Bam, on target, okay? Now, I like to run my optics with both eyes open. With a green optic, I like to run with just my right side open. And that's because the color distortion that I get, so don't judge me. But, like I said, we got a rifle up, bam, on target, boom, back to fire, which it should have been the other way around, okay? We're up here, we're on fire, back to safe. We're up here, we're on fire, back to safe. We're up here, we're on fire, back to safe. Plenty of dry fire drills that you can run. Doing drills like this, less chaotic, are always really good training exercises. On this particular firearm, I run a very simple red dot, and that's because an SBR with a 6-inch barrel length is not going to have the same performance as your standard 16-inch barrel. So again, we're in safe mode. You're coming home and there's a Banshee, fire, depress, safe, okay? It gets you way used to running that configuration. It gets you used to putting the gun back on the safe. These are all things that when it comes to playing with rifles, you gotta consider. Want to be super creative, I'll throw the light on, bam. Throw the light on, bam. Practice that too. Really practice sucking it in, fire, light on, safe, light off. Coming up, light on, fire, safe, light off. My name is Doc. This is Real Talk Glock. See you for episode 4.